Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Indie Choice Picks. And before we get started, I just want to throw out there that I am planning on doing a live stream pretty soon. The response to my show has been phenomenal, and it might not seem like a big thing for the rest of you guys, but I have broken over 120 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and that is literally week after week of uploading these videos and giving the indie authors and creators a platform to kind of speak on. So I'll be teaming up with other creators and YouTubers to discuss various topics. Yeah, some of it might get touchy, like the whole Comic Gates thing, to who's going to play Batman in the next Batman movie. We was originally with Robert Pattinson, but there's rumors floating around that he dropped out. To comic stuff, to E3 stuff, just everything on nerd. So we're gonna try and get that going for you guys. So I hope you guys like that. All right. So if you want to come on the show, if you're interested in a live stream, let me know. I'm on Twitter 24/7. You can find me at heroic_studios. No worries there. All right. And on this episode, let's get back into the episode. We are going to bring in a newcomer, and he's actually really good at what he does. He actually kind of got into the business via animation. He's worked on shows like Rick and Morty and stuff like that. His name is Joseph King, and he's the creator of the hilariously funny Slaughter Squad, which is about a group of barnyard animals liberating other barnyard animals from getting slaughtered. So if that doesn't tickle you a little bit, I don't know what will. So I'm going to bring him on right now, and I hope you guys enjoy this new episode of Indie Choice Picks. All right, enjoy. All right, Joseph, thank you for coming on to the show. I know this was kind of like last minute. I normally plan on my interviews a week or two in advance, but I had a slot open for you, so we're able to jump into this thing. So you have a book called Slaughter Squad, and I just
That's
looked
right.
at it and I was like, this looks fun.
Cool. Yeah. That's me.
So
I'm Joseph.
I'm gonna open the floor up to you to kind of tell the audience a little bit about yourself and your book and what got you into comics and what inspired this story. So the floor is all yours.
Sure. Yeah. I'm Joseph. I've been doing animation for the past 10 years now, and worked on a few shows. You might have heard of Rick and Morty. I did some animation for that one.
Really? That's cool. That's like one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, it's pretty popular. It's kind of crazy how popular it became.
Yeah, Adult Swim has come a long way with their shows and stuff. So that's cool, man. That's actually pretty cool. What made you get into animation? Did you just like animating or what?
No, not really. When I was in high school, I was just drawing comics and stuff all the time, and then some recruiter from a art school just came by and said, you might be interested in animation. Come check it out. And I went to the school and took a tour and all that, and I was like, well, yeah, animation. I always liked animation, so let me give that a try. And I got a degree, and I got a job right out of college, and I've been doing animation ever since.
Cool, man. Like I'm an amateur animator. Like I do some animation, but probably not in the same like aspect as you. If you look on my
Uh,
Twitter, I uploaded a few pencil tests that I did last year. I would
nice.
love for your feedback if you want to. I'll tag you in them. That way you can check them out.
Yeah, for sure. I'll check it out.
But I learned on my own. Like I just bought a
Mm,
bunch of books. I watch a lot of anime and animated cartoons and stuff like that. And I kind of look at the sequences and how they're made and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's a good way to learn.
yeah, I mean, I like it. So all right, go back to what you were saying. Go for
What was I saying? So
it.
I did animation for 10 years. I worked on a bunch of shows, and I've been kind of dabbling in a few different things. I did some Flash games. I made some short animations on my own, uh, like on the side while I was doing my professional animation work. And the character for Kilgore or for Slaughter Squad, I actually made that character like 10 years ago, and I made like a Flash game with him, and I did like a short, and then I've just been thinking about stories for these characters, and I just finally decided that the best way to get it out there was to do a comic.
And comics they're easier to kind of do. Well, there's three levels. One level is a book because you could just
Mm,
write it. You don't have to illustrate it. Second level would be comic, and obviously the third one would be like animation for sure. So, I mean, if you're trying to visually convey what you want your readers to see, obviously a comic book would be the way to go. You know?
yeah, totally. So I did the Flash game that took like a year. I did like an animated short that took like 6 months for
Yeah.
like 2 minutes of animation, and I finished the comic #1. It's 24 pages, and that only took me like maybe 3 months. And
Hmm.
I wrote it, illustrated, did the lettering, the coloring, everything all myself. So I was able to handle everything, and I was able to get way more content out of it in a shorter period of time. So
It does take a lot. Like when I first started doing comics, I think I did a whole 200-page comic on my own, and that took about a little over a year. So
whoa, yeah.
it's tedious, but I mean, I can honestly say that my first comic book series, the artwork wasn't that great, so I was able to cut the comic a little bit. So over the years, I've grown as an artist and kind of see things from a different perspective and know how much hard work there is to go into making a comic. And when you follow all it from scripts to draft to pencils to ink to colors to lettering, that it takes a real long minute to actually get something like that out. So are you the only one working on your comic? Is it just you?
Just me. I have a few friends that I kind of like run ideas by, and they're sort of like just kind of give me ideas and suggestions on things. I guess they're not really editors. It's just like I show them what I'm doing, and they'll sometimes give me a few tips here and there. But basically, I'm doing all the work.
Yeah, okay. It's kind of like a beta reader. If you're an
Yeah.
author, you want people to read your first drive or something like that and give you feedback on what you can change or what you can do better and stuff like that. I got you for sure. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. Let me know when you can see it on your side.
All right.
Another thing I like Zoom because you can share screens like that, and you can kind of see everything there. So let me know when you can see it.
Oh, I see it.
There we go. So this is your campaign, Slaughter Squad. I just have to say that I would be terrified if I saw this bull life, man. That's terrifying. So kind of go into like your story plot details, your characters. You said which character was the one you created a while ago?
So it started with the bull Kilgore.
Okay.
And if you look at the next video over, it's the short that I made like 5 or 6 years ago. I made this short with this guy.
Let me see if I can play it real quick. It might be a little skippy because my computer's not very powerful, but I am kind of curious to see your animation skills for sure.
Oh,
that was loud.
That's not too bad on my end.
So this is something that I would like watch on Cartoon Network for sure.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the vibe I was going for. Like an Adult Swim kind of thing.
Yeah, right. I mean, have you tried pitching this to like Adult Swim or something?
I pitched it to Frederator, and I didn't actually pitch it to Adult Swim. I pitched it to Mondo Media years ago, but yeah, no one's really interested.
Oh man, then you should just do it on your own and just do it on like a YouTube channel or something. That's the best way to kind of get content out there these days.
Well, yeah, but like I said, it took me so long just to do this, like 3 minutes of animation that I don't know.
This is great. This is great. Like, audience, like if you're watching this right now, you need to encourage John to make this into a full animated series. Like, get yourself a team and just go for it, dude.
Oh yeah. I just need like a wealthy patron.
Right, I'm gonna pause it right there. I won't get into the whole thing because I don't know how well my computer is going to show it when I can get into editing. My computer is like maybe 5-6 years old, and that's like ancient.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm sorry. That is like some real original and excuse my French, some real original shit right there. Like that is just freaking amazing that you did that.
Oh, thanks, man.
I like it. Like I totally like it. Like you got original character. So was Kilgore the original one that started it off, and then you just kind of branched out from there, or what's the deal?
Yeah, it started off with Kilgore, and I mean the original idea was just kind of a joke, kind of just a weird thought, like what if a bull just went all Rambo and started killing people? And it just kind of escalated from there, and now it's he's forming a squad. He's liberating animals from other farms and like trying to build an army to overthrow Texas.
Texas.
Yeah,
Would it
he's
be
from
Texas?
Texas. Yeah, he's from Texas.
Yeah,
And
that's awesome. That is hilarious. Is
the
there
main,
any story on why he's wearing a patch, like why he's missing an eye,
oh well, I mean that's
or that story
like I
related?
haven't fleshed it out too much yet, but I don't know if I ever really want to go too much into it. But basically, he got messed up. He got like tortured and left for dead in the field, but he survived.
Yeah.
And now he's just really pissed.
That's great. So, is he liberating other farm animals from the farm just for the hell of it, or is he saving like the animals that we eat, like chickens and
Well,
goats?
it's yeah, it's specifically like it starts with like factory farms, so it's chickens and cows and pigs, and there's a horse in there.
I've never had a
Uh,
horse before, but now I'm kind of interested.
some people eat horse meat.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've
What
never
is,
tried it.
I've never tried it either. Like there's people out there that eat dog, and I'm like, I have a dog. I've never thought about eating it. But I guess if like the zombie apocalypse happens, I have no choice. But
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
yeah, I mean, it's better than eating people. That's for sure. I would eat my dog first before I eat my best friend. But
Uh, yeah, that seems pretty. That's very pragmatic.
yeah, I mean, survival. You would have to. I don't know. I don't know. Coming down to it, you would have to kill something, anything, before you would eat it. I just find that maybe killing a dog would be easier than just like killing your best friend. That's just me.
uh,
I
I
don't know.
agree. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Makes total sense.
I mean, you can make it like an even match, like fight to the death. You and me, man. If you get me, you can eat me. If I get you, I can eat you. How about that?
Oh, it's like the end of is that Double Dragon? You have to fight your brother.
Yeah, one of the brothers of evil. You talking about the game or the cartoon or that
Yeah, in
really
the
horrible
cartoon,
1980s movie?
they
Okay.
eat each other, right? No, I'm just messing with you.
Double Dragons, that was a good movie. It was a good show, not the movie. I watched the movie recently and I'm going, my God, this is garbage. Oh, it was
They
the
weren't
80s.
even. They were brothers from other mothers. It didn't make any sense.
I think I think they had the same dad, but had different moms.
They're half brothers.
They were either twins or half brother. I think they were maybe twins separated at birth, but the half brother might be right. I don't know. I have to go back 30 years and figure that out. So tell me more about the other characters here. You got a chicken, you got a pig. Who is she? I want to say a deer.
Oh no, she's a cow. It's Daisy.
Okay.
She's kind of the love interest. There's some like uh, there's a bit of a sexual tension between the two of them, between Kilgore and Daisy.
Okay.
And she's also like she's the medic. She's the one who's always like helping people out.
Cool.
And then you have Willard the pig. He's got that nasty scar on his neck. Someone tried to cut his head off with a chainsaw, and they failed. And he's like the smart one. Like
Okay.
I guess in real life, pigs are one of the smartest animals. So I decided to make him like the brains.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah. They're supposed to be super intelligent.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the more you know. I never knew
Yeah.
that.
And then there's Rosemary the chicken. She's the crazy one.
The crazy gun hole chick, right?
Yeah, she's got the Uzis akimbo, and when she starts shooting, she just goes bananas, starts screaming maniacally, and gets a little too into it.
And who's the
And
horse
then
dude here?
the horse is Thunder Sparkle.
Thunder Sparkle. You know, that reminds me of that old YouTube old YouTube video, Charlie and the Unicorns. You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's like a spoof of racehorses, how they have just absurd names. So he's Thunder Sparkle, and he's the
Thunder
sniper.
Sparkle.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. Who's the dude in the background? Is that the dude trying to like commercialize on like farm animals and stuff?
That is the he's the what is it? Is he the governor? Yeah, he's the governor, he's the governor of Texas.
It kind of looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like got to get those farm animals now.
Yeah, he's like a mishmash of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Mitt Romney.
That's like the perfect combination. You got Mitt Romney's gray right here. You got Arnold Schwarzenegger's glasses and his mouth and his face.
Yeah, yeah. So he's like the main bad guy, and he also owns all the meat like the factory farms and stuff. He's in the agriculture business.
I guess it's safe to assume that he's not like organic, right? He's not into organic food. He's like full of hormones and stuff.
Oh no, yeah, he owns all the genetically modified stuff, and that kind of like there's like he buys out a robotics company to make like a super like robo butcher, a slaughter bot, and that's like that's the villain in this, or that's like the baddie in this first one, the number one. And then he's makes some like mutant animals, like these mutant hybrids. He's trying to make the perfect meat, but it turns into a like crazy killing machine. And then yeah, he's got his hands in all these other other stuff, and that's how he gets all these like it's gonna be a diverse cast of villains.
I like it. If humans, are they gonna try to like take out the human race too? Like they take out this dude in the back, and then they're like, well, we're still gonna be like at risk of being eaten. We should just kill all humans.
Well, the goal is to make a carnivore free zone. So I don't know.
All humans.
They're not going to be able to take over the entire state even. Like they don't have the numbers or the technology, but you know, they're going to take over maybe like they're basically going to take over Austin and like the surrounding area.
And they team up with like vegans and stuff.
No, no sympathy, no humans allowed, not even vegans. They all get the bullet. No, you can't trust a human, man, not even the vegans.
That's true. You put like I tried that. My buddy was like vegan for like a week. I went to In-N-Out and he was like, I'm gonna go. And I go, wait, aren't you a vegan now? He goes, nah, that shit's stupid. I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah. Can't trust humans, man.
You can't trust humans. No, if you put an In-N-Out burger in front of me, dude, it's game over. I don't care what time of the day it is. So what's next after this issue? This is issue 1, correct?
Yeah, this is number 1. I have 8 planned for this story arc. I'm about finished writing number 2. I have like outlines for the other 6. Number 2 is going to be about they're going to be robbing a gun shipment that's headed from Texas to Mexico. The CIA is sending guns to the cartels. They steal some guns, then the cartel gets pissed off and sends a matador after them. And then there's going to be like an epic duel.
That's funny, a matador. I'm liking the artwork here too, man. It's like I'm saying, it's like you're really adept at animation, and you can almost kind of see like the cells here actually moving. I mean, I'm really advocating for you to actually make this into an animated series, like for sure.
Oh, that would be cool. Like down the road, like it'd be great to put out all these stories and then just adapt it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how I'm kind of picturing it. Like the way I'm writing it and illustrating it, I'm kind of treating it like a cartoon almost.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like how I got into animation when I did my comic. I was like, it's kind of like storyboarding, you know, when you're drawing each particular cell and you kind of seeing how the story progresses through. It's literally like storyboarding. I mean, most of the time with storyboards, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, I'm an amateur animator. Usually these could be like your key frames right here, and you would just animate in between, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's I think it's pretty easy to go between comics and storyboarding. Like, I mean, the big difference is, you know, the storyboard is just, you know, all the panels are lined up, they're all the same size.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get too creative with layouts, but there's a lot of the same principles apply.
Just kind of give people or like the animators a general idea of what the sequence is going to be. I think I like with the little animation I saw on Twitter that I did, it didn't have keyframes. I kind of just went ahead and animated it straight. I didn't do any storyboards. I would do like one scene, and I was to say, well, what comes next? Oh, well, maybe he gets up from the grass, and then I would animate that. Then what comes next? Maybe he walks forward, then I would animate that. But I know I'm untraditional when it comes to animation because it was of me being really impatient. But with animation, you got to be really super duper beyond patient when it comes down to it, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of the straight ahead way of doing things, it's fine for like a short thing, but if you're making like a film or something, like you definitely want to plan ahead.
Yeah.
And it's like comics. You want to you want to have a script. You want to start, sketching out things and figuring out where you're going with it.
Yep, I agree. So, are you going to run the same campaign on Kickstarter, or are you just going to run it once on Indiegogo and then just keep everything on Indiegogo?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. Like, I might give it a try on Kickstarter because, to be honest, it's not really catching on Indiegogo. It's like that's I don't know if it's like I'm just bad at marketing, but
Well, how long did you take to pre-launch? Like, how long did you before you launched your campaign? Did you do any type of pre-launch or anything like that?
I did like a few weeks trying to promote it. I set up like a mailing list, and I was like trying to reach out to people.
Well, if it's any help to you, check back on some of my previous interviews, especially the one I did recently with Von Klaus. He's the creator of Monster MD, and another guy named Ryan Cardinal who did Caius on Indiegogo. And these guys,
Oh yeah, I've been following them. Yeah,
they're very good, and they have relatively like no following at all on social media, but they spent anywhere close from I think like a few months of just straight pre-launching, like collecting emails and just sharing artwork and stuff like that. Like if you were to share this animation on Twitter, like I guarantee you, if I were to retweet it and be like, check this out, I can kind of give you a little bit more of an edge because the animation's cool. I don't want to toot my own horn. Like I don't have a really big following, but I do interact with a lot of people on Twitter. And like if you were to share that, I would totally like share it and have people take a look at it. But they do give a lot of advice on what you can do because pre-launch is very important when you're running a campaign, especially if you're like me or like other artists who don't have a significant amount of followers or people who, I wouldn't say followers, I would say following, meaning every time you tweet, you get some type of engagement from people.
Yeah.
Because if I see like a six-figure number of followers you have, and then you tweet something that you're working on, and it gets like less than 10% of likes, that's not really a following. You know, you want to have like engagement where you can see people who tweet stuff who have like 600 likes or 600 followers and they have like 10,000 likes and stuff like that. That's a following because you're giving out content based on your audience and what they like and so on and so forth. So I would suggest like taking a look back on my previous interviews and some of the other ones too, because I try to make an effort to kind of ask the questions of like running a campaign and the do's and don'ts, because I'm trying to run a campaign pretty soon and still trying to pick the brains of the guys who've done it. And
yeah, for sure.
Von Klaus, I think, had a goal of like 5,000, but he just broke 20 grand like 2 days ago.
Yeah. I've been following his campaign. It's been going well.
He did. It's crazy how much he's made. But yeah, man. And of course, if you have any questions, I would just reach out on Twitter to anybody and let them know, hey, any thoughts on this or that. You know, just like how you do with your friends with the with your comic book, for sure. So yeah, man, I like it. I personally think this is going to be hilarious. So you can kind of put me in as a backer for sure.
Thanks, man.
I would totally back this and just have fun with it. But I know I'm gonna finish watching this little animated short. Do you have any more of the animated shorts, or is that it?
No, that was it.
You gotta make some more, bro. That's like
it's so hard. It's long.
I know it's I did when I did my pencil test, and I don't know. You probably do your animation digitally. Am I right?
Yeah.
I did my animation purely by pen and paper.
Actually, that's crazy.
Actually, I got the original cells right here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. The original sales for the animation that's on Twitter is right here. So
Whoa.
I got into animation like a few years ago, studying up and stuff like that, and I bought this like really cool light pad where it's a really thin light pad, works on USB
Oh,
and
nice.
LED, and I just got a bunch of printer paper one day, and I was like, I had this light pad, I bought it, and it was sitting in my closet for like years, and I look back and I go, huh, I have this light pad. I'm going to try and use it. And I picked up some animation books and started reading it, and I was like, okay, I'm ready for this.
Mm.
And it came out good, but the amount of time, I think I spent about a week for like 30 seconds of animation.
Oof. Yeah.
And then I was like, do we color it? And I'm like, fuck no, that's going to take forever.
Oh, yeah. I
So,
feel your pain.
but yeah, man, I really appreciate you coming on the show. It was really cool to get to know you a little bit and kind of see what you're working on here, man. It's from what I say, I would just stay with it. You know, even if you believe that your Indiegogo isn't doing great, I mean, I personally like it. It's just maybe a more of expanding your reach out to get people to come and check out your stuff. So whatever you share, dude, if I see it, I immediately retweet it, like it, and kind of give my 2 cents on it for sure, just to help.
Thanks, man.
But I know you have a kid. Like that's not a secret right now. I can hear him in the background. So you work a day job, you have a kid, and I just have to support that. And you come home and you do work. You don't get paid for this. You just come home, you work a little bit on your comic or your animation, whatever it is you're working on at the time. After working about 8-9 hours a day, having to come home to take care of a kid, dude. I say support all indie artists because we don't get paid for what we do, man. Like, there's very few of us that actually can say, yeah, I'm quitting my day job. I'm going to go do comics and stuff that I love full time. It's very few. So I do what I can. And a lot of us on the Twitter community, we do what we can to help each other out for sure, man. For sure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
No
Thanks for
problem.
having me on.
No problem. Well, thank you for coming on the show, man. Like I said, I'm going to get you back and ready to go. You got about 13 days left. Maybe we can get you to that 3,000 fixed goal. I mean, 13 days left is a long time. So I think we can still. Don't count it out yet, man.
You know, do you believe in miracles?
Oh, man, dude, I've seen people go from like less than 20% funded with 10 days left to being overfunded and 3 days left in their campaign. Yeah, it's all about how you decide you want to back this. Like, you got 14 backers right there. I would say whatever you did to get those 14 backers, try and duplicate it, but on a larger scale, you know.
All right.
You can share it on Twitter, let people know. Like, I got a lot of people who, because I do the show, if I recommend something, they literally like check it out and jump on board and kind of go from there. But I don't want to push my luck. Like I said, my following isn't that big yet, but
All right.
I do have some pull on the Twitter. On the Twitter.
All right. I'm gonna try and stay positive and keep at it.
Stay positive, keep on going, and if it doesn't work out the first time, just keep on going. Just you got to keep on going through it, man.
That's right. Yep.
Marketing, because a lot of people, when they're artists, they don't know about marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is that there's a huge learning curve. You can talk to anybody on Twitter who's like Von Klaus or like Ryan Cardinal, and let them know, hey, what's some advice you can give me on running my campaign? And actually, I listened to a podcast. This may help you out. May not. Let me pull him up. I forgot the guy's name, but this guy's name is what is his name? Tyler James. So if you have like Google Podcasts or something, I don't know if you can see that clearly or not.
No, just you can DM me or whatever.
Yeah, I'll DM you. It's called Comics Launch, and he does, I think, a weekly webinar where you can just sign up for free, and he basically helps artists, publishers, and writers do a successful campaign. So he has a website where you can go and sign up every Wednesday. He does a Wednesday night. It's free. You don't have to buy anything. Just tune in, pen and paper, ready to take notes.
Okay.
Very, very helpful. So like I said, I've been on a prowl to find out what's the best way to run a good Kickstarter campaign or Indiegogo, whichever one you want to do, because to me, they're the same. Just one has different rules than the other. So that's up to you. But yeah, man, I'm rambling now, but I appreciate you coming onto the show for like the 5th time. When you do your sequel, and notice I said when you do your sequel, let me know. I'd love to have you guys back on the show, man. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
No problem, dude. So, guys, if you guys like this interview, go check out Slaughter Squad on Indiegogo. He has about 13 days left. Let's get him up to that 3,000 goal. Let's make it happen, and hopefully we can see part 2. Yeah, there you go. A little optimism. I like it. I like it. All right. Well, John, John, it's been great talking to you, man. I'll see you on Twitter, man. All right.
All right.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too.
And that about does it for this episode. If you guys like this video, please subscribe to the channel if you're new. I welcome you all with open arms. I love new subscribers. Share the video around social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you guys are. And always support indie authors, any authors anywhere. If you like Slaughter Squad, I will put the Indiegogo in the link below. And you guys can go ahead and support Joseph on his endeavor. And also a little bonus from me to you, and I think you might have seen it in the interview. Go watch that about 3-minute animation clip. It is the funniest thing I've ever seen before. Joseph's animation is on point. So if you like the animation, hey, go back to comic book. It's going to be a great deal to him. All right. So guys, without further ado, that's it for this episode. I will see you next week with another group of indie artists. I'm actually planning out through August now. So July is going to be packed with new indie authors and creators coming onto the show. And I'm so excited to introduce these people to you guys. All right. If you are an indie creator and you want to come on the show, I'm currently scheduling for August. All you got to do is find me on social media. Instagram is Will at Heroic Studios, and on Twitter is Heroic_Studios. Simple, easy. Follow me. We talk a lot on Twitter and stuff like that, so it'll be fun. And better yet, you can find me easily because I don't have my female version face on there anymore. So hey, if you can't find me that way, I don't know what the problem is. But yeah, go follow me on Twitter and those other social media platforms. I'll see you there. All right, guys, enjoy your day. Bye.